Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Surrounded, a Western starring Letitia Wright as a freed slave in the Old West. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. I love Westerns, and this looks kind of cool. Now, you might say, is it woke? Kind of, but not really. See, like, problem with woke stuff, it's usually astroturf. It's usually blown out of proportion, whatever it is. This is 5 years after the Civil War, so there's at least something there for her to be angry about. I mean, she's literally a freed slave. So basically, you're looking at a female Django. And Django Unchained is a pretty good movie. But that one's more over the top. This one's a little more grounded in reality. A lot of twists and turns. She initially ends up being robbed on some kind of stagecoach. And then they turn the tables on the gangsters. She captures one of the gangsters and then eventually teams up with him to find a buried treasure. So a lot of twists and turns. And here she takes him to go find the treasure because she's hoping she could, get her piece. And Omar's in it. Man, how long's this movie been sitting on the shelf that Omar's in it? He passed on a little while ago. So cool. Glad to see him. And it's a good movie to go out on, I guess. So yeah, looks pretty awesome. Letitia Wright, Jamie Bell, and Jeffrey Donovan with Brett Gelman and Michael K. Williams. Brett Gelman's in it too? So weird. Well, I could see that. He looks... Brett Gelman does look like the innkeeper at a saloon somewhere. He's more of a comedian, but... Oh, here we go. Written by Andrew Pagana and Justin Thomas and Andrew Pagana. It's a weird way to stack your credits. Available digital on June 20th. This should get a release. This should absolutely get a release. What are you guys, nuts? Letitia Wright? You're not going to release a movie by Letitia Wright. She's the main character. It's a Western. It definitely deserves to be on the big screen. A film by Anthony Mandler. So he's the director. You're telling me you're gonna... Yeah, there's the directing credit. You're telling me you're gonna bury this movie on video and not put it on the big screen? It's got all kinds of reasons to be on the big screen. Letitia Wright, big enough name for a release. I mean, there's hardly any movies out. All the movies are being stacked. All the money coming out of the movies are, right now, Chris Pratt movies. This movie could totally compete. It's a good summer movie. It's action. Definitely action here. Why wouldn't you want to see this on the big screen, Hollywood? You morons. You're going to go direct to video. I don't know what they're doing. Direct to video on this. I would totally see this. I would totally go to the movies for this. You would. I mean, look. You banked on Black Panther fans coming out for Black Panther 2. That sort of worked. This is a movie I think Letitia Wright fans would come out for. Absolutely. And Black Panther fans. Because Black Panther's kind of action-y. Why wouldn't you want to do that? If you're trying to make Letitia Wright acceptable as a serious action star, like in Black Panther 2, that didn't look good. I didn't go see it. But this I would totally see. Absolutely see this. It's gritty, looks tough. She's under duress. I mean, she's a good protagonist for this. Come on. First act, she's going out west to make her fortune. Been put upon, finally freed after 5 years, struggling. Gets robbed. These gangsters rob the stagecoach. Things go wrong for the gangsters, so they end up capturing one of them. The rest are dead or they escape or whatever. She's supposed to guard him while they go get the sheriff. I don't know why they wouldn't walk him to the sheriff, but okay. Act 2, they have a big confrontation, her and the other guy. He eventually talks her into believing that he's got access to a buried treasure. Now, probably in between that, she gets screwed over by the other guys, maybe for over a reward situation, or they try to kill her, or maybe some other gangsters show up to free him and they're forced to leave or flee or whatever. But anyhow, she decides to team up eventually with this outlaw to go find the gold. And then it becomes a race for her against the other outlaws, possibly the sheriff and his men, who's going to get the gold first. And I don't know. I'm going to guess in the end she gets the gold. And maybe she ends up running off with the outlaw or not. Maybe he dies. I don't know. It's kind of a bit of a gray area there. But it looks gritty. She looks tough in it. It's not like... See, the problem with female action stars is when they make them do, like, pick up a stuntman and throw him across the room. That's the problem. But when you're talking gunfighting, that's a different story, right? Because anybody can pull out a gun, and people can be fast. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You can be fast and not that strong, right? And a guy who's super muscular can't be, not always that fast. So, that works. Yeah, this works. Here they are. And look, who would want to see this on the big screen? You're telling me you don't want to show this on the big screen unless this is all, I don't know, digital enhancement and it wasn't, maybe it looks bad on a big screen. I don't think so. I think they probably shot this on location somewhere out west. I don't know why you wouldn't want this on the big screen. June 20th. Now, I'll give it an upvote. Letitia Wright. Looking good. And let's read the... is there any write-up? No, there's no write-up. And Omar? Perfect for this movie. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for more base takes. A little later. I'm running late. We'll see you in the next one.